Welcome to the Smoking Gorilla Lounge. I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave, and tonight we are reviewing the Caldwell Cigars Anastasia Cartel, which is a 49 by 5 Robusto. We'll just call it a Robusto.
Yeah,
definitely.
And tonight we have special guest Jeremy McDonald from Caldwell Cigars. He's the national sales manager for Caldwell Cigars. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look amazingly like Robert Caldwell for some reason.
Yeah, there's a...
People say it. There's common mix-ups. We have the same build. I button my shirt up a little bit more than he does.
Sure. Yeah.
We're very similar. Very similar.
He's got better nipples than you do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have pepperoni nipples.
Yeah. I want to say Robert had some really good ink. I'm not sure if yours quite measure up, you know.
I haven't gotten any ink yet, but I will, like, one day.
Sure, yeah. Like a big chest tattoo.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Some right in the sternum, right?
Buffalo right in the middle.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It would be very cool. Are we reviewing a cigar? I forgot.
Yeah.
What is it again?
So, let's talk a little bit about this cigar, too, because, this isn't impressive. You got that artwork on the front right there, first of all. And that was an original painting, I guess, of Anastasia?
Yeah, Anastasia, for those that have smoked Caldwell cigars, we have the last czar, and Anastasia was the daughter, or one of the daughters of the czar. So we took a classic painting. I don't know the artist, but if you want to see it, this is the box, and this is a brand new release, very exclusive, limited in distribution, and that is Anastasia, and she is hot.
She is hot.
She's a hottie.
I wish they drew the rest of her.
You know what?
Yeah.
This just makes me want to go like kiss the band because she's so pretty.
So another thing we were talking about too earlier is the fact that, like, smelling the foot and everything like that. You brought up an interesting point on why you would do that. Certain people do that for smelling the foot as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories or just different opinions about it, but one of the, when we were in the Dominican, they were talking about smelling the foot to see if any kind of particles came in, which would, like, to your nose, which would make you sneeze, which we've all done when we've smelled the foot of a cigar before. But that shows that they're using a lower priming. You have the different primings on the plant, and your lowest priming would drag on the ground. Mm-hmm. So if you're using kind of the junk, it would you would have dirt in your tobacco, and so that's essentially
sneeze and cough.
Kind of a way to test the tobaccos to make sure that they were not cutting corners. So yeah, it's a.
Well, no, sometimes too. It doesn't happen often, but certain cigars, you walk into a human or grab a cigar, and while you're smoking it, you get like little grains of dirt in your mouth. Probably the same, like you get that little like gritty, like same type of concept, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I think that's the same thing.
So is that like the original foot fetish?
I think so.
Yeah, another thing too that's that went over my head. But now the process that you guys did to like get this cigar to where it was, I mean, that was really interesting the way that happened as well.
Yeah, so this cigar has been in the works for about a year and a half, I would say. Robert and so this is a collaboration with Ernesto Carillo and Robert Caldwell, and essentially, I don't know who approached who first. I can't remember, but I know Robert was meeting with Ernesto, and they were talking about doing this cigar, and they had a wrapper that Robert really wanted to use, and so the entire blend was based around showcasing this wrapper, which is a Habano 2000, but it's a gorgeous, almost kind of gold colored.
Yeah.
Like it's not typical of a Habano. And so they started working on a blend, and they went back and forth, and I had gone through samples Robert had sent me to try to go through it, the testing process, and initially it was something that I was a little underwhelmed with, and but the process of blending, going back to the drawing board when something, okay, it's a little flat, we need to add a little bit more of this tobacco or that tobacco, and you know, what ended up coming out is just a beautifully elegant cigar, and I'm very excited about it to be, you know, our newest launch from Caldwell Cigars. And yeah, I mean, the process was pretty tedious. They selected the blend and finalized it, I would say, about 6 months ago. So they worked on the blend for over a year. Robert would go down to the factory and spend time with Ernesto, and they would just go through blend after blend until they got it to where they were happy, and now we have the Anastasia.
And I think people are going to be really happy about this as well.
I said when you guys first lit up, it was a great aroma in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wonderful cigar.
This is, yeah, it is good. Yeah, Eric, what did you get, like, in the beginning there?
Just right off the bat, I was getting, like, you know, just that, some sweetness, you know, and probably a little cocoa in there or something right off the bat. Like on the aroma, at least. Not real peppery. Just a real, you know, real smooth smoke. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that there is a bit of pepper in there. There's like that sweetness in there, and I'm kind of having a hard time to quantify what that sweetness is. Like maybe a little bit of honey or something like that, or just, it's a really nice, pleasant sweetness to it though, too. I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm enjoying it, you know, I've enjoyed it right from the beginning. It's just pleasant cigar. No ammonia coming off the wrapper at all. You were talking about the tobacco. It's aged quite a long time on this one as well.
Yeah, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, but I believe there's no less than 7 years on this tobacco. So you've got very, very aged, which is going to translate into a very refined cigar. This is definitely our most refined cigar that we've made as a company that we're launching to the market. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's received, because it's a little bit different, but it's still very much a Caldwell. So
yeah,
like I'm very excited. I think this appeals to, I don't know how to say it, but like a sophisticated smoker. This is a very elegant cigar, so it's not for everyone. It's not as bold as some of the other blends that we have, but as far as flavor, it's completely a Caldwell. It's got tons of flavor. We'll see what people think of it.
Yeah, because you were talking about too, like how the fact that like you know, some manufacturers or whatever, there's like that problem with the aging and everything like that, and then you guys go in there and source your tobacco, and it's ultimate, except the wrapper is from, the wrapper's different, right?
The wrapper, this is a very special wrapper, but this is our only cigar where Robert and Ernesto, we are not disclosing the blend. And I don't know the full disclosure on it, but so this is the only cigar I don't know the contents of the makeup that we have.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's really good. So anyway, we're gonna smoke this thing down a little bit, and once we get back, we're gonna take off the bands, and then we're gonna run through it. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Smoking Gorilla Lounge, where we are with Jeremy McDonald, the National Sales Manager for Caldwell Cigars, and we're reviewing the Anastasia Cartel size, which is kind of a Robusto. And just a wonderful smoke.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you, Robert Caldwell.
Yeah. Well
Thank
done.
you, Robert Caldwell.
Well done.
Well done, Robert Caldwell.
Yes, definitely.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Ernesto Carrillo.
Yeah.
And Ernesto Carrillo, of
Yeah.
course, yeah, really. He's the,
Can't leave Ernesto out on that as well.
yep,
Yeah.
the
So
master.
now, can you talk a little bit about how someone could get a hold of this cigar?
Yeah, so this cigar, we made it, and it's kind of, we're kind of treating it like our white label or Opus X, if you will. So this cigar is only going to be in approximately 40 to 50 accounts nationwide. It is a brick and mortar only cigar, so it is not one that you'll be able to find online or through social media. It is a cigar that we wanted to create for a small, it's not a limited edition, it's a regular production cigar, but we wanted to drive one, some mystique around the brand, and two, we wanted to drive people into stores to get the product. So, we set it up that way, and I think it's going to be a really cool thing to see because, some states are going to have a couple of accounts that carry it, and there's going to be a few states that won't even have it. So, if you're a consumer and you want to find it, we should be putting on our website at Caldwell Cigars where you can get it, which brick and mortars will be carrying it, but because we want to drive sales into those stores. And the stores we selected were stores that were supportive of our entire line. So we wanted to work with stores that had been very much supporting us. So to give them something like, hey, here's something we have that's very special and unique, and hopefully people will come in and buy it.
Yeah, I think they will, and I really, like I've told you off camera too, I just really love your marketing plan on this and everything like that. It reminds me of, Fuente back in the 90s when they marketed the Opus and everything like that, and I think that when people smoke this, it's going to bring them into the other parts of your lines too, because of the fact that this is a well-done cigar. This is a great cigar. I mean, it's sweet. I got honey, graham cracker, a little bit of leather on the end. The pepper factor, though, I mean, I think that the people with the, that like a more girthy, in-your-face cigar, I'm not sure whether or not they might appreciate it as much, but still, I mean, to me, it's a very complex cigar, medium strength, full-bodied, great cigar.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, nice creamy smoke, too. Just had really nice creamy smoke. And the feel in the mouth, we were talking about a little bit while we were smoking it. It's just like you can feel the presence of the smoke. It just coats your mouth. And
chewy, like you said.
it's good chewy, yeah.
Definitely chewy. Yeah, because my mouth is just coated with this pleasant, like, I'd say oil, but it's just like a pleasant flavor all over my mouth.
Yeah.
Just enjoying it.
So did you guys have good foreplay with it before you started to smoke?
We did have good foreplay,
Well,
yeah.
the thing about it is I was so excited to smoke the cigar. My foreplay was not so good. I was almost like the sheet.
With the hole in
But,
it. Yeah.
You just went straight to fucking.
Yeah, pretty much. I fucked this thing good, let me tell you. I did. But it was a good one.
That's all right. Sometimes that's all you need.
Exactly, right?
Snip.
Skip
Let's
the
go.
foreplay, let's go. Let's get down to it.
Well, I foreplayed mine, and it had nice sweet kind of hay aroma to it, the wrapper, and then the cold draw, dry draw was, it was like, same thing, kind of a sweet kind of hay kind of vibe to it.
Did you get it way up there?
I shoved the cigar up my nose with an O-ring and lubricant, just to make sure it had a tight seal.
I provided the lubricant.
He did. He
And the
brought his
taint. Definitely.
Did you make sure you have a good retrohale? Because there are those who don't like the retrohale, but this one's.
own. This thing is retrohaled beautifully.
Yeah, those are people who don't know how to smoke.
Yeah, well,
Well,
You want to
yeah, I think it's an
to
important
get the full
part.
experience.
I
you
totally
need
agree.
to. It's where you feel the strength. It's where you get nuances. Like
And the blenders, somebody that's actually blending cigars, retrohales, correct? I mean, it's part of the deal with the cigar.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the retrohale, I was getting a lot of just nice, again, that sweetness just kind of carried through.
Some spice in
there.
there.
There's some leather / dried orange peel for me a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
Yeah.
Great
I
stick.
would say that if you didn't retrohale this cigar, you're gonna lose a lot of what the cigar is about, because it could easily just be perceived as a mild, creamy cigar, and that's really where it opens it up, and you can experience like what it's meant to be.
Because it is very complex, and
Yeah.
although
definitely.
we're using simple descriptors, you gotta smoke one for yourself and
Well, actually, smoke a box.
smoke a whole box.
Right. I mean, really seriously.
And you can get yours at wherever.
Well, look it up on the website online.
Well, actually, here in Orange County, we've got Maximar Cigars in Orange, California. They are a strong supporter of the Caldwell line. And so I think even for LA County, they'd probably want to come down here, right?
Yeah,
That'd be the store.
that would be the closest in proximity to them.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, this is a great cigar. You
Yeah.
gotta go out and get it. Definitely.
And the burn time was what, probably an hour and a half. I mean, it's a Robusto, so your mileage may vary, depends on how, Like, we can stretch it an hour and a half. You know, Dave may smoke it in an hour.
Hour and 10 maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I've
So,
been
you
enjoying
know,
it immensely.
and the retail price is I think it's around $12.50 to $13, depending, you know, for at least here, you know, California.
Yeah.
So Dave, what would you, out of 10, rate this cigar?
Well, I'm gonna rate it 9 Tsarinas. I am. Just for the fact of like just the whole pleasurable experience with it, having that chewiness in my mouth, sweetness in there, the leather, the, you know, just, and then in the middle of it, I got like this, a little bit of a floral vibe in there too. It was just like, it was a really good smoke. That's all I gotta say. I've talked it up enough. Can't say enough about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for the hour and a half burn time and the, you know, $12.50 price on it, I'm gonna go with a 9 as well, because of the high quality construction. There's a backstory on it with Carrillo, you know, Ernie Carrillo, and so you know, and it had plenty of creamy smoke play and that sort of thing. I like that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
Hey, can I add one cool little
yeah, absolutely.
commentary about this
Absolutely.
cigar?
You're
sure.
the man.
So, if Robert was here talking about this cigar, he would have included this. The reason this cigar was so exciting for us as a company to do is we are a newer company, and Robert Caldwell's first cigar he smoked that was a premium cigar was Ernesto Carrillo, the Wavell, I believe, out of Miami. And that's what got him onto cigars. So it was kind of this is definitely like not only a joint venture, but an ode to Ernesto Carrillo, because Robert, that was his introduction to premium cigars. So the fact that now we are working alongside of kind of one of the godfathers of this industry is a very, very proud thing for us as a company, that like we get to partner up with such like a legendary figure in the cigar industry. So, you know, we're very excited about this brand.
Yeah.
It's great. And so, Jeremy, what would you rate this cigar?
2. Shit. No, man. You know what? This cigar is beautiful. It's an elegant cigar. It is not typically what I smoke. So the fact that I enjoy it as much as I do, profile-wise, like, I give it some points. So I would probably go with like an 8.5 for me. 8.5 Carrillos.
There we go.
There you go.
That's good. I like that.
Good.
Definitely.
Tribute to Mr. Carrillo.
Hats off.
Hats off. All right, Dave, social media?
Oh, you know, Smoking Grill Lounge, Smoking Grill on Twitter, all that stuff. Send in your comments. Let us know what you want us to smoke. We'll smoke it. You know, if you're in the area, drop us a line. Tuesday nights, we're here, herfing and turfing.
That's beautiful. All right, well, with that, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Smoking Grill Lounge with this review of the Caldwell Cigars Anastasia Cartel. And this has been Eric, Jeremy, and Dave bringing the truth to the world.
One cigar at a time. Thanks for watching.
Well,